Nighty black man feeling to boogie woogie. Hey, come on, hold on to your man, and let me do, and let me do, and let me do a little boy. Hey, hello, welcome, welcome. Welcome everyone to Rhythm and Wine, a space where we explore the beautiful dance discipline of whining. Hello. Yes, with your beautiful, amazing body. And today is a session just for our special, original TikTokers, original whiners, original tremblers, original bacchanalists, for our beautiful, to really honor the elders who have taken this movement, especially in the Caribbean and beyond, and have perfected it and passed it on to the next generation. Broke barriers and when and how it can be done, especially for women. So, come, we are going to explore or really like reconnect your special sauce to your wine. Okay. I have a chair because I wanted to also share ways that I would do this movement if I wasn't able to stand because it's not available for everybody. No problem. No problem. If you can't roll waist standing up, you can roll it sitting down. And if that's difficult, you can roll ankle, roll wrist, roll neck, anything. Really, the point of this is to reconnect back to this beautiful movement. I don't want to say reconnect because maybe you're still connected to it, but to continue to explore. You know, it is not a young people thing. I don't believe so. It is an everybody thing. Okay, winding is for everyone. So we're just gonna flow together. So I be careful, okay? Just move within your range. It is about, just enjoying your body, how what your role is, because don't tweak, hurt nothing. I don't want no one's granddaughter or grandson. I don't want to get no phone calls, no comments. This is about you just enjoying a nice movement that you already are so familiar with, have pioneered, and then also the way it is full body and you can stretch. Come. All right, how can we start? We're going to start with some nice big breaths. All right. And I remember watching my aunts and uncles dancing and they be going off. And I always see them like, dancing with each other and just exhaling it out. And I forgot that completely in my serial whining years until now. I'm like, now I'm really bringing back breath into what I do. So we're going to start with 3 big breaths to just kind of like settle in here to know each other a little bit. Whether you're sitting or standing, okay, let's take 3 deep breaths together. And I like to kind of like come down a little bit and just with an exhale and then inhale all the way up. And man, whatever you've got going on today, just let it go. So let's do this together. And if you're sitting, maybe you bring your arms down and come up. All right. Okay. So big breath number 1. Inhale with arms or not anything. And exhale it out. Whew. And if the neck is tight at all, you don't have to drop it. So it's just to relax even the shoulders. Let's do it again. Really? Ready? Ready? Inhale. And then exhale it out. I'm going to do the last one sitting. Okay? And remember, just the exhale is to just relax it. Okay? Relax it all. Go. Inhale. Oh. Exhale it out. Exhale it out. Whew. Yes. Relax it. I'm sure you've done plenty today. Okay, it doesn't matter what was on your to-do list, but also on your to-do list was to whine. So here we are, and this is what we're gonna do. Let's start with a nice, sweet, classic whine. The classic whine you guys used to do time and time again. So whether you whatever turning radius and direction is for you. And something I used to admire is that you guys used to know exactly how to stand and what your pelvis tilt was to be able to get that nice roll, right? So let's play with that. Find your stance. I like to V out my feet because it just helps. And I'm really working on like pushing off the ground a bit. It helps take some of the pressure off my knees. All right. And I just like play a little bit with my pelvis tilt here. Sometimes I tuck it in, hold the core a little if you like, just gently, very gently. All right. And then you might sink just a little or not and start your roll. And if you're sitting down, I say same thing. Just still be pushing off the floor. Just, like across all four corners of the feet, be pushing off the floor. Maybe you're like, sit up nice and tall as you can. And then roll so. And if the hips are tight and the back is hurting, you can just keep it so, so gentle and sweet. I know it's in you, right? You can roll the ankles. You can roll the neck if you don't want to move the upper body. And reminisce, baby, reminisce of the good times that are still here. Okay, we're living in it right now. All right, so roll waist. And let's play a little bit here. Okay, let's go in the direction you're really comfortable with. See if you can remember that like push off the floor, that holding the core. Relax the shoulders. So maybe you look down a little bit, really relax the neck if you can. Roll it. And I want to stay here for just a minute, okay? Because genuinely, I want you to feel like, wait a minute. Wait a hot minute. This is my wine, way. I used to catch all type of thing with this wine. This is how for some of you, ended up with children and grandchildren with this wine. Great grandchildren. All right, so roll and see if you can really like push off the floor. Keep it nice and sweet, so soothing to you. So like feel that sensation. Whine it. Way. Okay, and now when you're ready, let's switch directions to the opposite. So that might feel really awkward. It does for me every time. That's okay. It's playtime. And if you are sitting, same thing. If you were rolling the ankle one way or the wrist one way or the upper body one way, switch to the other way. And let's take some deep breaths. Still be pushing off the floor and just deep breath. Oh, relax it. And yes, everything changes when I go the opposite direction. Some of you might be like, listen, I've been an ampy whiner from time. So this might be very familiar, but if it's not, that's okay. And if you like, you can even bring your hands to like behind the head or the neck so you can kind of support it. Wow. And just keep going in the opposite direction. Nice and sweet. Remember that fetch you went to that time where you snuck out your house and probably got licks? All right, let's play a little bit. Go your regular direction, couple circles, okay? And then switch back to the other. And then switch back to your regular. Relax the shoulders, switch back to the other. Maybe you look down and keep switching back and forth. Do a couple circles one way, couple circles the other way. And you're hearing me like, because sometimes we're holding tension. Like I find it, I can even feel it sometimes in my face, you know? So it's just nice to breathe it out, breathe it out. Okay, now I would like, okay, and this used to be my favorite thing of watching other, like my mom with, this is for you, mommy. My mom and my aunts and my auntie and sisters and my uncles, just when they would do this slow whine. So let's slow it down. Slow it down. And I swear to you, I can feel it. I know you guys are starting to look and drop in because you're like, wait a minute. And maybe you put your hands on your hips and you start to like feel that waist. And if you're in the chair, okay, slow. Slow. And if you can, even bring some of the neck, if you can, or you're slowly rolling the wrists. I'm telling you, there's sexiness everywhere. Everywhere. And if I sometimes have trouble with my slow whine because I'm like, but let's try and make it just slow where you really articulate. You know, when a nice Calypso Rose song used to come on and you used to be bumping and grinding up in there. I heard the stories. I heard the stories. Slow, slow. And if you can, whenever you come to one side, if you can just kind of stretch that out, you know, stretch out the hip a little so you come over to the left and it's just deep breaths and stretch it out nice and slow. Hi. Maybe you arch your back a bit if you can. Put out the hands. It's carnival day. All right, switch directions. Switch nice and slow. Stretch it nice. Maybe the neck follows you. Just keep deep breaths. But I wonder who's I wonder who's gonna get it tonight. Wait. Don't mind. I'm just kidding. Okay, keep going. Where was I? Other direction. Switch a little bit. Go one way, nice and slow. So even me, I'm like slow. Sometimes it's always like next move, next this. Slow whine. And the next way, let's do a couple more like this. Feel it, feel it. Okay, let's meet in the middle. All right. And we're going to pulse just a tad. All right, so which is where you will push up with a whine. This is help where you'll remember, you know, more that you're like, yeah, I used to use the ground a lot, and go down. Push up and go down. And if you're in the chair, let's say you're rolling wrist or ankle, you can lift a little bit or lift this way, go down, lift up, go down, or you're wanting you maybe like come up a little bit and sink back a little bit, come up a little bit, sink back a little bit. It's just playing with levels in anything that you're doing. Okay, keep going up, well, wherever you are, keep going up and down. And then maybe in here, you might surprise yourself with going a little bit lower than you have tried in a while. Okay, but as you go down, it's just exhale, relax it. Watch the posture, the pelvis, you know, just keep everything relaxed and still be pushing off your floor. Remember your roots. Remember your roots. And if you need to adjust your stance, you know how to do this. You know, you step in, maybe you want to come in closer. We're going to do that too. But if you need to adjust your stance. So we're pulsing here just for a tad where you're up, pushing off the floor, you come down, pushing off the floor. And I remember this. You guys used to like really bring the whole body into it. So if you can even like look up, look down as you go down. Maybe you inhale as you come up and then you exhale and look down. You don't have to match it up, but it's just to remember to breathe. Yes. And remember the times where you used to be like a banshee, whining like a banshee in the bed. And you can do this too. You can come up so. Okay, a couple more times. Push up. Come down. Keep it nice and sweet. Wait. Push up. Come down. Okay. Push up. Come down. And if you're down, stay with me. Stay with me just for a bit. Stay with me just for a bit. 5, 4, whine it. 3, hello. 2, what? 1, watch me now. Come up. Come up. Let's us step just a tad. Okay? And I want to step and add the upper body. Don't worry, you got this. Child's play over here. So adding the upper body, let's do this. Let's keep whining. Find your stance. Find the stance. I found I stepped a bit wider and I want to come in. So off I go. Off I go. And I'm actually going to do one big breath just to settle in this stance again. So you can do that with me. Or you might be whining it out still. Good. Okay, here I am. I'm just doing a check. I don't want to lock my knees, tuck my pelvis, hold my core a tad, relax the shoulders. Okay. Now I'm going to whine, find my whine. I do sink just a little bit to find my whine. You don't have to. Okay. And I'm going to really full body it, which involves the upper body. I know you're familiar with this. Okay. It doesn't have to be so big. So I'm going to even do it from the side and then I'll show how I would do it in the chair. And maybe you do lift your hands a bit. Try one way and then try the other way. And I tend to breathe into this lift so it can just kind of be natural with my exhale and inhale. And if I'm in the chair, I'm like this. So go one way and the next way. Relax the shoulders, the neck. Breathe it in. Feel that sauce coming back. Okay, we have that. We have that in whatever stance you're in. Full body. Okay. And now, as you're doing this, you're going to step out. Step out. I'm not any pace. If you want to move slower, go ahead. Any pace. Just step out as wide as you can. Gentle, nothing, anything so. And even in the chair, you're whining like so, or rolling anything, and you just move it out. You're rolling the ankles and you move it out. Roll the ankles. And it's like, I need to roll my ankles clearly and move it out. Anything is just to move out a little bit. As you full body whine as much as you can with nice breath. Relax the face. Yes. Okay. And now step it back in. Step it in till the thighs touch. It's going to look different for everyone. Great. Oh, I lost my full body. That's okay. Keep going. One more out. Full body out. Full body out. I know there's lots to think about, but remember the times where this was nothing for you, baby. And then step back in. Step back in with the full body. Yes, one more time. Let's do it one more time because I feel like we're just starting to get into it, And you can look one way, step out as wide as you can. Maybe even surprise yourself here and you go down a little bit Ay, ay, ay. I can almost hear you guys being like, there was once a time in that fete. If you see me down to the floor, yes. You might feel the quads a little bit here. Good. Wake them up. If you're standing, or you might feel a stretch if you're sitting in the chair. All right. And then step it in. Bring the body and the breath. Step it in. Yes. Okay. Come up. Go down. Come up. Even if you're in the chair, go down. Come up. Go down. Play with direction. Come up. Go down. And let's try this nice little figure 8 that I don't say you invented, because whining is such an ancient movement, but I'd say you perfected to soca and calypso and kaiso. And this figure 8 type of movement that you guys used to do so sweetly. So find your stance. Maybe you remember how you used to stand when you really wanted to get into this, okay? And remember how you used to use the floor, push off the ground. I used to check your pelvis, tuck, or if you need a pelvis tilt, maybe it was to help your lower back, hold your core. I used to relax your shoulders and do your figure 8, which is this, literally like you're drawing the infinity symbol with your waist, if some of you are new, or even just pushing back one hip and the other. And I distinctly remember seeing you guys, like, you were very much in tune with what was happening in your body. So you were always like looking. It was very sexy. So like look, and that helps. Tie in the neck and just relax. Relax and breathe and figure 8. And maybe you double on one side. Some of you are like, I'm already there. Shadow is playing and I'm I'm already there. And if you're in the chair, same. You could be doing an upper so with your upper body. Just moving the neck, or even just your arms. You know what I mean? In any stance you like. Figure 8 it. Figure 8 it. Yes. And see, maybe, as you're doing this, you lean a little bit forward. Just let everything relax for a sec. And I know you're like pushing off the ground, really get that that lift. You come up. Maybe you go down a little bit. You don't have to do any of these things. You can just be enjoying your figure 8 at any pace. But it's playtime. You know what I mean? It's playtime. So you might even go down a little bit. Come up so. This used to be my favorite move to watch you guys do, because it was just like, the sauce that came. Okay, and maybe you lean one way to one side, lean to the other side. Even if you're in the chair, you lean, you lean, you lean, you lean. You know what I mean? Lean one way. And then our last move together for now, because we're definitely doing this again, is to slow it down. Slow it down and just even feel that stretch, no matter what side. And even if you want to lean a little bit, relax the face, breathe it in. Even if you had a very chill day, you have done a lot in your life. So breathe it out. Breathe it out. It's nice and slow. See, I know you're like, oh my girl, you have to come follow my pace. Like, I need to move slower. Slow it down, and just take a minute for yourself to be like, I pressed play on this video. I did whine. Amen. I am one of the originators of how this movement came into play in my time. Yes. And that I still got it, baby. I still got it. It doesn't matter how you're doing it. So, yeah, I still got it. Amen, amen. Thank you guys for joining me. Thank you, thank you. Let's outro with a wine. Find a wine that feels good. If you're in the chair, maybe you are like, I need to roll my ankles, or for you, even standing or sitting, you're like, let me just roll a little bit. Get some movement and breath in. Yes. Um, Hopefully you find this video. To everyone watching, please share. Please share with the people, because my mom just discovered how to like things on Instagram. She's been on there like 3 years. So, like they might not find it, but please share with them. Okay. And if there's anything that I can do that would be helpful, or if you're like, no, come, I want to wind down, I wanted this, share with me and we can do it together. We can use chairs, we can use props to help support. But truly, truly, sorry, let me whine again. Truly, truly, I honor you guys with my whole heart and spirit. Thank you, Mama, for this waistline. And thank you, Papa, too. He was the bacchanalist in our house. So I just want to honor how you passed on this movement and the barriers you broke in order for this movement to be accepted the way it is now. And that sometimes I hear elders say, like, oh, that was a time. I was like, what? The time is now. The time is now. And I know it was a time because I was watching you. So I hope you can, just remember your sauce. And if you're like, I never forgot my girl, amen. Tell everyone, tell your friends, call them on the phone right now. Be like, yeah, you never guess what I just did. Thank you guys. If you are on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, I'm at Rhythm and Wine 44. It's the same handle. So I have more classes and things that I speak about with whining. There's lots of amazing whiners out there too that you can check out if there's like more you want to explore. Maybe I've awakened something, So shoot me a message. I just thank you. I thank you so, so much. And we will watch now. I swear I'm gonna like only figure eight from now on, because now I'm like, I need to bring this back. Anyways, I will see you again very, very soon. Much love. Uh, uh, way.